Go all blue.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about you.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good it They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashee Rice His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. An 8-yard return there.
Why is he back there? What does my team do?
A 47. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Colts at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I don't do nothing else. I'm throwing that bitch to Michael Pitt.
72 yards. And the Colts have
I'm putting that bitch in the air every time.
No going for 2.
You gotta show me you can jump with that motherfucker.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
That's how I be throwing picks too, because sometimes I'm throwing that bitch to him. I threw a pick 6. My first pass was a pick 6 in this game. To him. He didn't even look at the defender. That nigga standing right in front of him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt
They said
halt.
if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. Okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
Hey.
And typically what I've heard from guys,
Maybe we could have used his ass for them 4-5 games. 2 was out.
It could be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Prescott now. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Huh?
In the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter
That wasn't the
play.
best play that I was saying defensively.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
I don't know. The worst passes I ever seen. Diggs was fucking beat.
They'll run on 1st down. Colvin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st down, Colvin. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Prescott from the gun on third. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they're able to corral it right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now inside the 25. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 70 yards. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On the draw is Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Off play action. McKenzie. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. He'll get this down to the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll get that one to Carter complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on
it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Short throw to Smith. Fights through and now a crease. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A good pickup there at 22.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Touchdown!
He caught that.
From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points. Yeah. But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
I get my man going.
Back to Taylor on first down. Breaks a tackle. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this taken in by Downs. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the gun on third down, McKenzie, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That is caught. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Get the motherfucking ball to Atlanta.
No problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. McKenzie to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Off the play fake, Prescott. Right side, and he finds Gray. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott now from the 50. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. McKenzie. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, McKenzie. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. Great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. McKenzie. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this down to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Close till it won't.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Deontay Banks with it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Huh?
First and 10, Taylor now. Bulldozes past him. 90 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They run once more with Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away.
Hell no. If a nigga do that shit on me, I swear to God, I'm breaking everything in this bitch.
Extra points.
If a nigga back hurdle on me, I'm breaking.
Over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. He'll start at the 32.
Fucking Jeremiah Love did that shit.
For this next
Notre
drive by the
Dame,
Cowboys offense.
USC, man.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just
They ran another nigga over.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. partner under the lights.